On this episode of Days in Pain and Victory, we're doing roof racks and light bars. Let's get after it. This is the old Amazon El Special Universal Roof Rack Kit. It was highly rated, but you know what that means. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's it. Probably gonna need a trash can. Okay. Here. This is gonna be a tangle. Strong enough for where we're going. Is this like how you attach the two pieces together? Probably. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is the front. This could go together actually pretty quick. Oh, this page isn't. Oh, instructions, one page. Perfect. Connect the pieces together. Oh, it has rubber joints. Attach the connection. Put the bolts in, crossbar. Bingo bango. You got it. Alrighty, let's see what we're doing here. Came with a net, some orange strappies, and I'm gonna guess this is hardware. Yep, hardware. Okay. And a big bag, which we'll see once we get it on the deal. We're also going to be mounting a light bar on the front of this rack and then wiring that in. But today I got enough time to build a roof rack, I think. So let's get that done. Oh, sweet. This actually is going to be like 15 minutes assembly, I think. I say that's like famous last words. Should I look at the picture again? Yes, and I've already lost the instructions. Perfect. Did I throw them away? I did. Perfect. Here we go. I need to apologize to my old man. I know over the years I borrowed and didn't put back or used and never put away tools. And I never understood why I got so frustrated. Then my son started doing it and holy cow! Does it drive a man insane when you can't find your hammer drawer? Where's your hammer? Well, not there. Not in your hammer drawer, of course not. Attached to make sure these things go. Chow. Oh, yeah. One washer. I think I'm gonna go. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab another washer because I think I want. These washers are really undersized, and I think I want a washer on the inside as well. So I'm gonna go find some. All right, I'm back. Only took 800 coffee cans, but I found me some washers and they all match. So 35 minutes definitely saved me that 40 cents at True Value, so money ahead. Anytime I'm putting together something out of a box, whether it be IKEA furniture, your wife's latest Amazon find, or things of this nature, I never like to tighten up until the end, especially when they have questionable measuring. I mean, I think we'll throw it on. We do got a trip coming up to Bendis, and we're gonna have kayaks on this, so we'll try it for that trip. And if it seems like it's wobbly, we will maybe throw a couple tacks on her. Not super happy with that, but we can tighten these all up now. If you're running a lock washer and a washer, you should run, which I think you always should, your lock washer should be between the washer and the head of the bolt. Pretty low profile, but I think it'll do what I need. It also comes with a net. I'm not gonna get that out right now because I will never be able to fold it back up into this size of bag. But this I legit want to check out, so let's check this out. I think it's orange, yep. There's some, oh, more strappy things. So this, oh, I'm gonna save that bag. Bag is made out of like vinyl-y material. I don't know. I'm not, it's waterproof. I mean, they say it's waterproof. We will see. I think. Open, oh, okay. Okay, so it's not the whole size. Is it just go this way? Which way does it show it though? Oh, so there's 4 corner straps. These just have to get routed through that. Okay. And then does this have like a big zipper on it? Oh yeah. Velcro to cover the zipper. And then the zipper even has like covering on it. I think this is going to be actually fairly waterproof for what it is. We'll see what happens when it's out in the sun. Oh, it looks like you can actually even run this bag if you don't have a roof rack. Goes in your door seals. Not sure how I'd like that, but I guess it could work. Bam. Yeah, I mean, it fills up most of it. They maybe still have room for a cooler or something. All right, let's see what this looks like. I'm not going to put the light bar on it now, but I just kind of put the light bar in place. Do I do like little standoffs, or does it just, I mean, that's not gonna look bad. Let's look at light bar instructions. This is a Nightlight light bar, Amazon special. Does come with the necessary relay, fuse, rocker switch. We're gonna be doing a little bit different switch. I also got a Toyota switch, so it'll go integrated into the dash. So we'll use a lot of their wiring. We just won't use their rocker switch. Test fitted the rack on the old Highlander, and it just test fitted off camera. And I think if you have like a Teal, I don't know how to pronounce it, like that Tool brand, whatever. And you can move where your racks are. I think that's what is this one universally designed for. Unfortunately on the Highlander, the rack position is fixed. So this is gonna be a very Highlander specific installation video, but a lot of it will work the same. So the problem is it hits somewhere in here, the center of my rail, and I need it to hit, you know, center of here. We were on vacation this week. There was a couple of these universal kits installed on vehicles, and what I had noticed is something that I thought when I was putting it together. This doesn't distribute the weight very well, so I went and got some 3/4 inch. It's not the exact size that I wanted, but it was what they had in stock. So I'm gonna cut some sections, pop this apart. I gotta pop it apart anyways to shorten this. I think what I'm gonna do is just end up cutting this back. Oh, cutting this back because this slides into here, and then drilling new holes. So they'll actually probably line up better. And then just shortening up this rail here and here. First, what I think I want to do is I'm gonna pop this all apart. I think I'm gonna cut these 7.5. That'll be 14. That'll give me 16 for back here, which I won't need that much. I'll end up probably only needing like a 6 for back here. So yeah, I'll cut these full 7.5. All right, be right back with tools. I got the wandering hand, you know. So I was looking for something a little cleaner cut. And I was like, oh, tubing cutters. They might work, because you know it is tubing. So. Alright, so I already got the other one. Cut. I remember one of these I have just worked 11,000 hours. One of these was hard to get on.
Dad, do you want a tomato?
A little baby one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 2 though.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah.
What color? Ooh, the orange ones. Oh, that was a good one, wasn't it? Okay, hold on to that. Let's put this on here. Yeah, if I would have got like the size I really wanted,
it would be perfect.
It would be perfect, but
you didn't.
When you live in a small town and you don't really
get that much things that you want.
You don't get choices.
Yeah. They just have what they have.
Yeah, you get what you get.
Get what you get, don't throw a fit, Mr. Father. Hi.
Okay, Audrey.
It's not about me.
Alright, now I'm just gonna kind of line these up. Just kind of held these together where they're lined up, made a mark, cut that much off, repeat times 4, made a mark on this one, cut that off there, repeat times 2, bingo bango. No, next step is going to be putting the light bar on it in place, because what happens with me and doing projects, I have lost some of the hardware. I know. Family. You're thinking, what? Oh, I just kissed it. No. Yeah, we're gonna need to paint. All right, then just take this. All right, let me get the rest of these cut, and then we'll pick it up again. Grab the scrap piece. I was like, that's looking a little light. Look at that paint. Let's go see how she fits. Be right back. Shorten this up about an inch or so that the supports would go between the brace. So now I just got to drill new holes and put this plate on right here. Now, let me pick up some tools. Crazy, I know. And then I'm gonna get this turned around so we can start putting the light on. For my application, I'm wanting it to mount it to this front wind diffuser, whatever, aerodynamic-ish piece on the front of this here roof rack. It's gonna need to come out, the wire's gonna need to come out the passenger side, which is fine. I'll just end up running it behind the rack, and then it runs into a different wiring harness. So the splice will be back here and actually a little bit more protected before it travels along. It is the wife's daily, and so I do want to kind of keep it nicer-ish. I mean, I have plenty of vehicles that I do the quick installs on, so hopefully we can do a nice one. We're shooting for clean. That's the goal. I mean, we're using tape measures. It's a whole 9 yard situation here. Alright, so these, did I lose the instructions from this? You betcha. These short ones, I'm gonna guess. Appears as if hardware goes down in here, keeps it from spinning. I gotta figure out what size holes I need to drill in this. Then in the back of this, we'll go lock washer, washer. Perfect. Alright, so this plate is in millimeters. Just a second. So this is 36 inches. This is 27 and 9/16. I need to do some math. I feel like 2's plenty, but I think it came with 4. Alright, so this shiny metal is real hard to mark on with my pencil. So went and got some painter's tape. Marked it down so about the center is about the 3-inch mark. Gonna do that the same Oh, there's a lot of sun. As long as the 3-inch mark is in the tape. Uh oh. Put that 3-inch, and then I'm gonna go get a straight edge and run my mark. The distance part isn't as nearly important because this has infinity between the two. I mean, it can be anywhere. But I want, when this adjusts, I want this to have the full range, and I'm gonna need that. I need them all to be on the same plane for me to do that. Yes, I can be a few degrees off, or a couple fractions off here, but it's just gonna give me that full stroke of movement on the backside here. So let me do a straight edge. On the top of this road sign will work fabulous as a... I probably could have done that a lot better. Perfect. 13 millimeter is the size of these fasteners. I'm going to modify the brackets. This is what a modified bracket looks like. I'll go get a new one in just a second. There's my modified. You see how that has like the square cut up there? I'm gonna cut it off so it looks more like that. That is like the exact same contour as the roof bar, and it sits like this on the roof bar, and that's like the perfect contour. So yeah, I'm gonna modify these roofs. So 3 down, 1 to go. Where'd the other one go? All right, I got found the 4th one of these, got it modified down so these match the profile. My U-bolts, lost the hardware for these, so tomorrow at Sherm's I'll grab washers, lock washers, and some nuts, and then we will throw it on and proceed to wire. Prepped. Everywhere they welded is a rust spot, so we'll just kind of, as we see them, and then I need one of those black plastic pieces.
Plastic.
And then I need a U-bolt.
What's a U-bolt?
The part with the threads on it for the big metal U. I got the U-bolt. Now I need 2 lock washers. No, almost, yeah, those ones.
How many?
2. And then I need 2 regular washers. The regular circles. And then I need 2 nuts, the ones that spin on, the hexagons. You know your hexagons? I think it's steaming because it's cooking my flesh.
Or because the sun's directly going onto it.
The sun is directly going onto it. And yeah, it's close. All right. We're going to tighten it down. Sweet, got it mounted. This mounting seems really robust. This seems good for what we're gonna put up there. I mean, is this an off-road vehicle? No. Oh, that is not. I mean,
Kind of.
it is the Highlander you build when you should have bought a 4Runner. Yeah, or a Sequoia. I think even the Sequoia, yeah, because the Sequoia's body on frame, I think, or at least on the truck chassis, not the car chassis. All right, well, I gotta go pick up some stuff, but maybe tomorrow we wire it up. got some ideas on how to get that inside the vehicle and look fairly clean. And another thing I got to do, this was supposed to be the last video before Alaska, but on the way to Bend for a little family getaway, we hit some strong crosswinds and blew all that off. So I'll be working with Tyler at Total Man Racing, and
to do a semi.
The wind did knock over a semi across the road from us, so it was windy. So we're gonna work on like a little aluminum skid plate front diffuser thing right there,
And right here.
and it's gonna hold that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alrighty, time to wire. And my wife wants this to look good because she drives it every day. And so, I don't know if this is gonna work. So we're gonna try this first. What my plan is to loosen this, remove this bolt. I think this whole thing will lift up. On the back side of here, if I can drill like a small hole that the wiring can then run into. So run across, down here, around, back inside here, stay inside this channel, and then once it gets to this channel, I'll just be able to follow this channel in here, then run under the hood, then we'll have a relay. With the light bar, it comes with all the wiring you would need to put this in a vehicle. It does have just this standard illuminated, I'm gonna guess it's illuminated as there's 3 wires, illuminated toggle switch. I went ahead and purchased another wiring harness. One, I did not know, didn't read anything when I bought the light bar to see if it came with wiring. Also, I wanted one of these here fancy toggle switches to replace one of my poverty buttons that I have there. And so I think I'll just probably put it in one of these here. Now looking at that might not be the right size. Oh no. Well, that's not ideal. Alright, so what had happened was I bought the rocker switch style, which apparently is used in maybe the Tundras, or I don't know, in another sort of Toyota. It has the rocker style switches, which are yay much bigger. In the push button style, which is what the Highlander has, this size, it's different size. When I got this, I was like, man, that looks big, but I bought it for a Toyota, so it must be right. No. So I bought a push button style, not a rocker switch style. So what we'll do is we'll run the wiring right now. I'm gonna see how far I can get running the wiring I got, because I gotta at least get it to the battery, get it mounted on the battery, get it routed, get it into the cab, which is probably gonna be real fun. Yeah, so we can at least get that far. So new switch is on its way, should be here Wednesday. Not a big deal. I mean, we're just last minute in it. That's how I roll. So put this guy back in. Boop. Working on taking this top rail off. I think it will feed down into there very well. You got to pop these little clips off. Hold your roof rack up. There's some 13mm bolts down in here. One in that little plastic deal. Looks like I've lost one of these. Let's swing by Toyota, see how much one of those are. Probably expensive. Oh, see how there's that? I was like, oh, that's a transition piece. No, it's not. It apparently, I mean, it's one extra bolt, so it's not like, I mean, you know, but I thought that was all gonna, there we go. Oop. Hey, looky there. All right, so yeah, then my wire will just run down in that there channel. Because the guy doesn't want water to get in there real bad. If I went in right here, had to lube up the clines. All right, so we're just gonna take, this is Tyler. So I'm gonna cut this off here and this off here. Did that. So it looks like I'm gonna be able to run it, I don't know if you can see this. Inside of here, there's a lip right here, and I think I should be able to feed this wire. So I'm gonna do that, then do this, and do this and that. So I think I should be able to just, oh. 8th try is the charm. Okay. Okay. So this is this way, yeah. Now, figure out about how much I need. So about there. You know, it's an exact science, so. Okay, so that's gonna sit about there. This, we're gonna just drill a hole in this plastic for this to go through. This will come up here. Came up through here, it's running through here, and then it's gonna run out right here. And I think once I put this fastener in and pull it down, I think that's gonna like hold that in that channel better. And I think like, honestly, like a little bit of like 3M adhesive, some sort of glue. I think I can just glue that to that channel. It won't be that big a deal. And that, cause it holds it in pretty tight starting about here. Just the channel gets bigger. So I'm going to do that. Let me put this back together. There's a rubber gasket that goes on the bottom of this so that when the plastic piece comes over, it's all sealed. And what I'm going to do is, because there's enough of a gap right there, I'm just going to buzz that away just a little bit and cut a little bit. And then once I'm inside, I think I'll be able to come up the backside. All right, I'm just gonna like kiss the plastic right here. Sweet, so I've made just like a little notch. No notch. I made just a little notch right here with the edge of my cutoff wheel. Probably the wrong tool for that job, but that's what I had. I wonder if I should notch that just a little. I'm gonna notch that right about, boom, bada bing, bada boom. That's just gonna roll around. Remove tools from the thing. Pull my board. And as I pull my board, now this piece will go back over here, and ideally, my wire connection would be in here, but I don't believe, yeah, I don't have enough wire for that. But I also don't have enough wire. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I'll actually have 2 wire connections, not a fan of that, but I'll have one there against the backside. And we did notice that this whistles a little bit right here, because I don't think it's fully welded. So I'm gonna run a seam of like seam sealer right through there. Right where I'm gonna run my wire. But I'll run my wire, I'll have my connection hidden up against here. While I'll run around, there'll be another connection inside of here, which I could probably cut this down to about there. Okay, boom. That should be enough wire. You know, you always want to cut yourself real short to make sure it's perfect. So then we'll just bundle this up in here. This will click in. That's actually pretty good. So the wiring's gonna come around here, then it'll run down through here. It runs through here. Like I said, I'll get a little sealer so that goes there. Kind of wish I had the right button to start with, because I can get this all the way done. Then this can easily manipulate around, that'll be fine. There's a spot here on the firewall next to the brake reservoir. I'll be able to shoot a self-tapper like right there, boom, and then run to the battery, and then we just got to run into the cab. We got to see what the wiring looks like on the new switch, so hopefully the new switch shows up sooner, and then we can get this video out before I leave for Alaska. As of this filming, I have like 2 weeks left, and still have to do a couple things. Got to order a spare tire, got to order a fuel tank, or like a 5-gallon reserve, because there are long stretches with no fuel. You don't want to be stuck out there. And yeah, but I think that wiring turned out pretty good. Completely hidden in there. Sweet. All right, hopefully we get the switch, and I'll see you when I get the switch. Threw a little bit of 3M weather strip glue down in here to hold my wires. I think that's gonna hold well. I'm trying to find a place to run my wires on the inside. And what I think I have found, not a lot of room like old rigs, But right here next to the steering column, there's a fastener that I can feel. That's right here. Behind, you can't see it, but behind this little dot on the firewall material, there's a fastener, and I can feel that fastener on the other side. I think if I go right below it, I can drill a hole. I'm gonna drill a 9/16 hole. I went and got a 9/16 grommet, so I can run it through there. Then I'll be able to run it back behind this, and then up into here. I got a new button, so it will pop in right there and be look, factory-ish. It came with a little short wiring harness, so we'll have to splice into that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to drill and drill bit, and we'll pop a hole in it. Okay, got our pilot hole. Let's go down front, make sure that's not gonna interfere with anything. Okay, pilot hole is good. Then we'll get our grommet. I said 9/16 earlier, I'm at 1/2 inch.
So small one was harder, but big one was easy.
Take your grommet, put it in your mouth, makes it a little easier to slip in. I'm gonna go into the dash, pop that in, and then put my carpet back in. See the grommet installed right there. Just did that so I wouldn't have any sharp edges. That one was a little too close. There's like a retaining ring for this boot on the other side, and I was real close to the edge, so I just moved down a little bit. So then I'm gonna run the wires back behind this carpet and up to a switch. Right here looks like a good place to mount the relay. Reason is that's where the wires made it land, and there's metal there. Perfect. That ain't going nowhere. I trimmed off the wires coming off of it originally had one of these 3-prong plugs. I'm gonna cut it off to thread it through the wiring grommet. I'm gonna save this for a future project. Don't know what I need it for, but it's always nice to have a button with a disconnect laying around. You never know what you're gonna need it for. For the positive, there's an inline relay, or inline fuse. I do just need to extend this wire a little bit, which is kind of too bad. So let's cut this off. Okay. Little butt connector. Slide that down there, buddy.
Which one?
No, slide this on there. Push that through. There you go. Kind of hard to do one-handed. Okay, now look, see, you can feel it. Get it right in the middle. Made it extra long. Now you're gonna take the heat gun and you're gonna start at the top and then just kind of slowly go down. And we're gonna go back and forth all the way around. Put it on 2. Crank it up. No, put it on 2. Okay. Is that 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on 2. There you go. Okay, go down, go down, go down, go down. There you go. There you go. Okay, go all the way down. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, now get the other side. Okay. All heat sink on. So, I'm going to wire my switch. If I want my button to act like all the other buttons and to turn on with the headlights, I need to figure out which one. I'm gonna rob headlight power from one of the ones right next to it, and so I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. So I pulled apart which one did I pull apart? Is that rear defrost? I think that's rear defrost. I pulled apart rear defrost and pulled apart the wiring harness. Got a small piece of wire. Got my fluke, and see if I can do this. I tested the continuity between here and ground. I got 12 volts when the headlights are on and nothing when the headlights are off. So that tells me that on this harness, it was the third one down. Red is the headlight switch. I need to splice into this red wire and just basically make a jumper over to this pigtail that's on my LED button. So you can't see anything under there. I spliced the wires where they come in through the firewall. Oh, Zeke might have a flashlight. I spliced the wires where they come through the firewall, ran them back behind, zip tied them up in place, hit them up. Now we got them to here. This is my positive, my ground, and my switch leg. And then this is where I'm going to steal my lights from. In my switch here, I guess I'm not going to undo that. That's all right. So what does this say? Wiring didn't come with the switch, but all right. So green connected from source to the inline fuse. Perfect. That's our main power, which is going to be red. So green to red. No need to cut ourselves short in case we got to redo this.
Yep.
So what did I say? I said green goes to fused. Next is red 1, which is connect to your relay or accessory. Oh, that'd be my switch leg, which would be
Red.
that would be red 1, which is the one that's underneath the green. Really hope I'm reading these Chinese instructions correctly. What you want in a project, an electrical project, get as many butt splices as you can in a project. We are going to be at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, that's a pretty good number. All right, the last one is the ground, which is blick. And then red 2 is the normally connected turn on. Okay. Now I have to thread this wire in one side, out the other. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Pull it tight. Okay. Okay, let's go up underneath the hood and hook up our wires. Lights on. Then when you turn it on, the light up above it turns on. Sweet. So, headlights off, headlights on. The light works. We just got to carefully jam all of these wires into this
tiny hole.
Black mysterious hole. Make sure we put this into the correct orientation. Perfect! Look at that! Awesome! Now the only thing we have left to do, run those wires over and get them connected in our cover under here. When I'm doing my splices, and especially when I want to keep them close together, I like to stagger them. So we don't have, you don't have a ball and you don't have like a pregnant anaconda on your wiring. So my black needs to be my long one, line them up. Black needs to be to there. I went to the last line, red one needs to be the short one. Go to the last line, boom. So now we have basically two sets of wires that are completely opposite of each other. Black one's long on my splice piece, black one's short on my wiring that goes on the light bar. So we'll get another. I need a piece of that. Need a piece of that. Zeke's real excited to use the heat gun, so he's gonna be my heat gun assistant today. So sleeved the wire already. We're gonna short to long, long to short. Zeke is prepped and ready with the heat gun. Are you coming, buddy? Yeah. Are you come do this for me? And then we'll just kind of bubble those up. You gonna film this?
Ooh, it was my picture.
Oh yeah, that'll tighten it up good.
I'm seeing it looks exactly like the brakes for the Monster Jam trucks. The red, it just looks like exactly like it. Except there's no sparks coming out.
Over this one, throw it through. You know when you come back through with your pocket knife or whatever and you
you cut these off, there's always that sharp edge on them. So what you can do is if you grab it here and twist, cuts it off flush, and no sharp edge. Look at that. That's all I'm gonna need.
Hey, cut it.
Yeah, like that. And then cut again. There you go. All right, here you go. Hold this. Okay. So what we're gonna do?
Oh, what are those wires?
Are we going to notch this? I wonder. Yeah, we're going to do a little notchy notch. So my original plan was to try to sneak the wires in through the side, or right here. But because that lays flush for so long against this, what I think I'm gonna do is this little tag thing that they got on there, not super convenient. I think I'm just gonna drop a hole through this plastic cross support right here in the middle, destroying very little structural integrity. And then we'll just run this through the center of this. We'll put our 2 spade connectors. Hopefully we'll be able to get it out through that hole. Probably not. I'll have to probably end up cutting the spade connectors off. I'll leave myself as much length as I can on this. Woo! Then I will do my connection. All right, let me strip some wires. So for these, I like to do, especially for DC application, AC when you can't screw it up, not as big a deal. But everything on your vehicle is going to be AC. Anything that you're putting the spade style connector that is going to be able to come apart and go back together, I always like to make them different so you can't screw it up. That right there, and now on this one, the red will get the male and the black will get the female. Do you need the drill for something? What do you need the drill for? Do you want to tell me what you need the drill for?
Nope.
I'm gonna want you to tell me what the drill's for though.
Well, then I'm not.
Okay. This one I didn't care about offsetting like the other one because we're not doing a big heat shrink over everything. Yeah, see how that would be hot? I don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is take this piece of heat shrink. I'm not gonna shrink it down because I want it to be able to come apart. Ground. Doesn't matter. So then we'll just kind of ball these up in there. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Put that little sheath on there. Put this like so. Ooh, it works. Haha. I mean, it's daytime, so you know. I guess we'll see. We'll check back in when it's dark, and we'll see what kind of throw this thing has. All right. Until dark time. Today before we leave, and it's not pitch black out here, but it's 9 o'clock. Just got done loading up my tools, topped off all my fluids. One of the things I haven't liked about this vehicle is the transmission is like anti-serviceable. No dipstick, that's bad. And the fluid change, how you check the fluid, so wonky. What's wrong with the dipstick? I mean, everything else here, you can't see what I'm looking at. Every other vehicle on this property has a dipstick in the transmission. Looking at its transmission, dipstick. Dipsticks everywhere. All right, this is kind of like the light test for the light bar. So, here we go. You can kind of see, let's see here. This is just headlights, just, headlights. But light bar, it really lightens things up, really emphasizes the fact I need to clean up out here. But yeah, I don't know if it is bright. I'm not 100% set on the, the adjustment's not horrible. I would like it to go up a little bit, but I don't think I have that any upward adjustment left. For a $90 light bar, it's not bad. We'll link it down below though if you want yourself a good $90 sub $100 light bar. It came with the relay, all the wiring, the switch, not the switch that I used. If you were putting it in a truck or something you didn't care about, or something you were gonna have to add an aftermarket switch anyways, it does come with a switch. So yeah. Well, that's gonna do it for light bar and roof rack. We are Barkley family's heading out tomorrow for our Alaska road trip. It's gonna be great. Gonna be filming some along the way, so you guys can kind of see how I do road trips. Yeah, we got merch, hats, shirts. They're linked down below. If you want something special, let us know. We got stickers too, real cheap. Hit us up, we'll get you some stickers for cheap. Yeah, got all packed up, so it's 9 o'clock. I gotta work a 12-hour day tomorrow, and then we are hitting the road. I think we're gonna put down 200 miles, just try to get a little bit down. I always like to get out of town. It feels like getting out of town's always the hard part for me, so if that first day I can just get a little bit down. But yeah, we'll be in Bonners Ferry tomorrow, and then going to Canada the next day. So we'll wreck it, wrench it, repeat. Until next time, see ya.